Good morning. This is View from the Pew. It is Friday morning, September 11th, 2020. And so as you think about September 11th today, thank God for those who gave their lives for our country. Think about what happened 19 years ago, and you probably remember where you were during that time. So I just had that on my mind today. I wanted to share that with you. Grateful for the sacrifice of so many, and continue to pray for our nation today. It's called the parable of the landowner, and this is where we're going to stop with the commands of Christ, at least take a week off. I want to look at some material next week separate from that. But if there's a command connected to this, it's at the end of chapter 21. The command is this: be fruitful or face the consequences. And he's speaking to a nation as a whole, but I think it can apply to individuals and even churches. Be fruitful or face the consequences. Here's what it says. I'm going to read the whole parable to you from 33 to 46 of chapter 21 of Matthew. Hear another parable. There was a certain landowner who planted a vineyard and set a hedge around it, dug a wine press in it, and built a tower. And he leased it to vine dressers and went into a far country. Now when vintage time drew near, he sent his servants to the vine dressers that they might receive its fruit. And fruit is a theme here. And the vine dressers took his servants, beat one, killed one, and stoned another. Again he sent other servants more than the first, and they did likewise to them. Then last of all he sent his son to them, saying, they will respect my son. But when the vine dressers saw the son, they said among themselves, this is the heir, come let us kill him and seize his inheritance. So they took him and cast him out of the vineyard and killed him. Therefore, when the owner of the vineyard comes, what will he do to those vine dressers? The Pharisees and the chief priests said to him this. They said, he will destroy those wicked men miserably and lease his vineyard to other vine dressers who will render to him the fruits in their seasons. Jesus said to them, have you never read in the scriptures, the stone which the builders rejected has become the chief cornerstone. This was the Lord's doing, and it is marvelous in our eyes. And remember, the son, the vine dresser, is a picture of the Son of God, and the stone rejected is them rejecting the Son of God. Therefore I say to you, the kingdom of God will be taken from you, chief priests and Pharisees, Jewish leaders. The kingdom of God will be taken from you and given to a nation bearing the fruits of it. And whoever falls on this stone will be broken, but on whomever it falls, it will grind him to powder. Then it goes on to say, when the chief priests and scribes realized he was talking about them, they looked for a way to kill him. Here's what God is saying through Jesus to them. You have failed to bear fruit for me. You're going to pay the price. I'm going to take what I gave to you to use for my glory, that I loaned to you, and you failed to be fruitful with it. And that's a command that Christians, we need to see. We need to see that this life, this world, the church, the opportunity to do this mission, all of those are things God has given us that he expects us to bear fruit with them. And it would be fair to say that if we don't bear fruit with them, he can certainly take those things from us and give them to somebody else. So the command from Jesus that I'm hearing as I'm walking with him and I'm watching him confront these Pharisees is this. If God gives you something, you bear fruit with it. You be fruitful with it. And that way you best glorify God. And understand that's important to God, that you take his stuff and you bear fruit. So in your life this week, in your church this week, in the world in which you live this week, with the stuff in which God has allowed you to use on your time on earth, be fruitful with it this week. And I hope that you'll come join us this Sunday at 9:30 for worship, 10:45 for Sunday school here, and 2 p.m. for Sunday school online. We look forward to hearing from you. Reply in the comments section. What do you believe it means to be a fruitful Christian? God bless.